Hey guys, Cam McClellan.
Al Lewison.
Welcome to today's Wealth WOD.
Workout of the day. Who's been doing these?
Boz has done a fair few actually, but want to talk today a little bit about white noise. Now, Al and I have been through I don't know how many different property markets. If you look over the last 20 years of investing ourselves, there's been multiple different property booms and busts through different market cycles. So there may have been a dozen different market movements, I would say, of significant change through the time we've been investing across the different capital cities, because each operates independently. Al's got a few. We wrote down a couple of different articles, I suppose, or predictions, white noise that we've been hearing recently about property prices going up, going down. Roll us through what you got, Al, and then I'll read you out one that I found.
September 20, I won't get through the exact headings of it, but September 21, October 12, October 5th, October 19th, October 20th, all contradicting each other, all in the same newspaper. This morning driving to work, I hear Melbourne property prices set to increase by 8 to 13% next 12 months. Last week on the radio I heard housing bubble, Melbourne property prices to crash, white noise.
I expect property prices in some capital cities to go down. I expect prices in other capital cities to go up.
But I think that property goes up by 8.2% year on year.
Oh, so
like this, doesn't it?
So you're talking it goes up evenly, perfectly every year?
It must.
It must? No, Al. In fact, that's not the case.
Rubbish.
Yes.
Oh, well.
Markets move in cycles. You can expect, after a couple of years of high growth, a market correction because there's so much additional supply coming onto the market. This is the way it always has been. I'm going to read you an article that I found recently, or I remembered recently. It's called The Year of the Angry Home Seeker. A young man with 3 children this week uttered what's become a standing joke about Sydney house land dilemma. The way things are going, the only piece of land I'll own is the piece they bury me in, he said with more bitterness than humour. 2 economists, one government economist and a state opposition spokesman said, the way things are going, searching for a backyard and a roof to call your own is becoming a seemingly never-ending cost spiral. But the joke stage is past because prospects of owning your own home is no longer a vanishing dream, it's become an impossibility. Read some more out. The announcement by local government minister stipulated the home sites in Sydney region would soon become significantly exceeding demand. The government can make all the land in the world available, but under the present wildly inflated price structure, people won't be able to buy it. More comments. Many either find themselves priced out of the market or doom themselves to the sort of economic starvation zone, chasing the home owning rainbow. I'll give you a bit more detail from this article. The survey showed that Sydney house land prices rose by 17.5% in the last 12 months, compared to 6.2% in Melbourne and 11.1% in Adelaide. At the time this article was written, the land price in Sydney had jumped from $11,000 to $18,000.
I thought this was yesterday, Cam.
No, this article is actually written to Herald Sun in Sydney on December 13, 1970. Seems like the same crap that gets spat out every market cycle.
Those numbers could be exactly this year.
Oh no, the growth.
Could be exactly this year.
The growth cycles. The average loan at this point in time, the average weekly income was $77, and there was a land increase range from 200 to 700% in the last 5 years. Staggeringly overpriced property at $18,000 a block in Sydney.
So what's the point of what we're telling you? There's always going to be white noise. There's always going to be things happening out there. There's always going to be naysayers telling you not to do things.
Yeah.
The best time to buy a property is the moment you can afford to buy a property.
It's just a matter of picking the exact market to purchase it in. So ideally, the market you're purchasing goes up or has... What you want to do is avoid picking a loser. So avoiding investing in a capital city that's had a couple of years of strong growth. Now, I've always been able to find, Al and I've purchased property ourselves every year for the last 20 years. Every single year. And we've picked in markets that are going up and jumped to the next market and picked in markets that are going up.
So market cycles, Sydney, market leader, Sydney goes first, followed by Melbourne, followed by Brisbane, over to Perth.
There you go.
That's the cycle.
They've each got different drivers, so we use Sydney as a lead market indicator. Sydney and Melbourne run on similar cycles based on the fact that they're economic hubs. Sydney's a stronger hub, so it usually has stronger growth first, so it's affected first, whether it be up or down. Should say that a lot of people saying Sydney's had astronomical growth. They deserve the growth they've had because they didn't have any for 10 years beforehand. Perth and Brisbane run on different cycles, but the main obviously tourism and mining as major drivers. Now both tourism and mining have been knocked around fairly heavily in both those regions. So I like buying in Melbourne and Brizzy at the moment. Perth over the next couple of years should start to become attractive, but really I've always found a capital city that's good to buy in. So what's the lesson out of this, Al?
The year of the angry home seeker.
Yeah, there's always going to be naysayers. Enjoy, guys.